for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. The Titans kicker Stephen Gostkowski ready to do the honors, and we are underway in Nashville. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line. On first down, Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Carr going to throw.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
The Raider first down.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And now it's second down. To throw again, Carr. And once more to Ruggs. This time the catch made. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing his car on third down. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
A 41-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Henry. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Malcolm Butler on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time, Carl throw. Forced out to his left. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. He always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And this one's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They set up the screen for Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tannehill throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
That was not a real confident throw right there. And he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Malik Collins gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and we're to atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark.
In time, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
On the play, and it's third down.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Throwing now is Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Tannehill on first down. Smith catches left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A first down carry for Henry.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
The pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Draw play. This is Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
1st and 10.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. The first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And so Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 59 yards. the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's up.
Pass looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Carr. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with during a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now.
Very long attempt.
And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Hey, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Jacobs now.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back now in Nashville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
On 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Carr looking for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The kick by Carlson is good.
And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Darrington Evans is on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Henry. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. At the
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's David Arnett picking it off. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
1st and 10.
Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Here's Carr. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll run it again with Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled it.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Tannehill. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A 49-yard attempt.
And Gostkowski, whoa, he missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans are the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Down Raiders.
They run it with Jacobs. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
On the tackle.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Carr to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Now 4th down.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Back to throw. Carr. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on a turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. One last throw here for Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could